What is up, Buffalo Bills Nation? What is up? It is Prime coming at you with Cali Bills Talk. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Support the channel. Hit the subscribe button. This channel is veteran owned. I do this because it makes me feel good. And I am here to let you know the Jags ain't This game was payback for London. And I told everybody this week, stay out my DMs. The Jags ain't finna do nothing to us. We on a revenge tour. This post-game reaction, post-game analytics, whatever you want to call it, tap in. Watch this. If you like it, share it. Drop a like, drop a comment. I'm not like some of these big YouTubers that you make a comment, they ain't never gonna hit you up. I'm gonna hit you up. I'm small. This is my first video coming at you live from California, where it's not even 8 o'clock. So being a Bills fan on the West Coast, love it. It ain't 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock over there. This win, how are we all feeling? Right? I wanted 60. I wanted a 60 piece on them boys. But you know, the Bills, humble but hungry, right? I knew once we went up, backup's going in. Josh Allen's hit the sideline. He's done for the night. I don't even want to know what he finished with tonight. I mean, let's pull it up right here. For all the haters out there, and I hope Kansas City took notice. 23 of 30, 260, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. No interceptions, you know what that calls for? It's a special occasion. We're on the West Coast. It called for the Easy E Lokes. I had to pull him out of retirement. You thought I was going to wear him week 1? Nah. Week 2? No. Week 3 against the Jags, revenge tour? Yes, sir. Lokes went on the head as soon as this game was over. Josh Allen, let this sit with you for a minute. 23 of 30, and keep in the back of your mind. Did Mahomes do this against Atlanta? 23 for 30, 263, 4 touchdowns with a passer rating of 142. That's just how he diced him up in the air. Josh Allen on the ground had 6 carries, 44 yards, averaged 7.3 yards a pop with a long of 13. Dog. I don't even know what else to say. Dog. He's like that scary pit bull, a neglected pit bull you keep in your back, that somebody keeps in their backyard, and he's just outside all day and he's angry, just patrolling the fence line. Dog. That's Allen. Being hit on Allen. And we all know that. I just got to let y'all know after watching a performance like this, that's my dog. It's Josh Allen for life over here. Rushing tonight, James Cook, 11 for 39, 3.5 yards a pop, 1 tud, long of 13. Did his thing. Ray Davis, 7 carries, 22 yards. Also just shy of James Cook, 3.1 yards per pop, 1 tud, long of 10. Ty Johnson, 3 for 18, 6-yard average, long of 18. What I love about this new offense, everybody eating. Everybody. You scroll down to the receiving here. 10 different Bills receivers caught a pass from Josh Allen tonight. I don't know, but losing Stephon Diggs and not having to watch Allen force feed him the ball 35 times a game, I love it. Khalil Shakir, 6 receptions, 72 yards, 1 touchdown, which was an amazing touchdown, by the way. Long of 27, and he averaged 12 yards a reception. James Cook got in the mix. Scary out of the backfield, huh? James Cook is a demon out of the backfield. He had 4 receptions, 48 yards, averaged 12, he had long of 19. Kincaid. Finally, we have a Kincaid coming out. 3 for 41, 1 tud, 20, long of a 28. Everyone's, Curtis Samuel, Matt Collins, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Dawson Knox, Ray Davis. Everyone seemed to get their hands on the ball tonight, especially on in a game where you're just absolutely drumming the competition. But my big round of applause. How do you do, Mr. Keon Coleman? coming out, 1 reception for 24 yards and a touchdown. He said, "You know what? I caught my first NFL touchdown. I'm done. I'm gonna go on the sideline, drink some Gatorade, and watch it on the jumbotron, because you guys don't need me out there." I mean, that's what Keon Coleman was saying. He's like, "Hey, I did my part. I burned the corner. Free safety took a bad angle, burned him too, and I got in the end zone for my first NFL touchdown. Welcome to the league officially, Keon Coleman." Love it. That game, I've been saying it all week. I am getting absolutely blown up on all my DMs as well as my social media from name the team, Bears fans, Lions fans, Bucks, everybody that I know that follows the different teams saying, "Hey, I know the Bills are 2-0, but y'all, that streak ends tonight against Jacksonville. You guys are trash." This game was over in the first quarter, bro. Was it not? This game was over in the first quarter. Take away that Tyler Bass missed extra point. I think we scored in the first 2 minutes of the game. Josh Allen, I think he went like 3 or 4 series without throwing an incomplete pass. I mean, I know on everybody's list, it's Mahomes and Allen. I agree with that list. Mahomes should 100% be above Allen because of the Super Bowls. But if Allen had 1 or 2 Super Bowls right now, he's the best quarterback in the league, hands down. And it's really hard to not make that argument. It's hard for anyone to argue that Josh Allen is not the best quarterback in this league. Anytime a professional team, and we all know this, we're all fans of some NFL team around the league, for an NFL team to go out and slap the other team in the mouth from the first kick to the last whistle, they deserve roses, bro. This is the NFL. No game is guaranteed. Case in point. Anyone? Case in point? Anyone? The Raiders game, when they played the Carolina Panthers. And if anyone that is not a degenerate gambler chose them to win over the Raiders, bro, yeah, I get it. They finally put in a veteran quarterback, Andy Dalton. He came in, he did his thing, he got him the dub. But is it sustainable? And I've never had anything wrong to say about Andy Dalton. He is the reason why he broke the Bills' playoff drought by himself. And if you guys do not remember what I'm talking about, it was years ago. Andy Dalton, last seconds, threw a touchdown pass against Baltimore Ravens. Ravens did not make the playoffs, and they shot the Bills up to a wild card spot. So, nothing but love to Andy Dalton. I hope he has great success over there in Carolina. But tonight's about the Bills. And again, thank you for watching this video. If you like what I got to say, or if you're from California like me, hit that sub button. Share it, like it, drop a comment, because I'm going to come through the comments later on, and I'm going to show nothing but love in those comments, because we're riding a high right now. We're 3-0. That's probably going to put us in first place in the AFC. We're definitely first place in the AFC. That's probably going to put us first in the conference. And honestly, as Bills fans, are we scared of the Jets? Are we scared of the Dolphins? No. The Dolphins ain't scaring nobody. Skylar Thompson is not it. When Tua comes back, Tua is not it. And if anybody, Tua was a good college quarterback. And I don't watch enough Dolphins content. I watch them literally when they play the Bills. Tua, in my opinion, is a spot thrower. He knows where everyone is supposed to be, and whether you're there or not, he's going to throw it to that spot. Has it worked out for him? Sure. Last year, they put up 70 against the Broncos. Was I scared because we had to play them the next week? A little bit. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Achane, Mostert, they just dropped 70 on an NFL team. I was a little scared. But then the next week, they came out, what did the Bills do? Dogs. Beat them. I would have to literally Google the last time the Miami Dolphins beat the Bills. Honestly, Didn't the Miami Dolphins blow like a 3 or 4 game lead last year and the Bills ended up winning the division? Dang. Shots fired. I know, right? Hey, we're in Cali. We hear shots fired all the time. Again, if you're new and you dropped in to say what's up and see what this channel is all about, smash the subscribe. This is a veteran-owned channel. I do this because I wanted to try it and little therapy for me. So smash that subscribe button, drop a comment, hit a like or not. Totally up to you. It doesn't bother me. Tonight, though, watching the Bills in their mini revenge tour, because I know deep down, this is just me. I played the sport coming up. Deep down, I would have remembered that London game when we all know the BS, when Jacksonville got to stay in London for 2 weeks and Buffalo had to travel to London and play them all on an NFL experiment to see if a team stays there for 2 weeks, if there's somewhat of a competitive advantage. Duh! I don't understand. It's like the NFL is like, ooh, I wonder if they stay in like a different time zone and have 2 whole weeks to get acclimated. I wonder if we fly a team out there and they'll be able to compete. Just stop. Stop messing with the sport. And that brings me to my next thing. Stop messing with the kickoffs. The new kickoff rule this year is super lame. Everything's a touchback. Like, you might what? How many returns were there tonight? 2, 3, maybe. I mean, it's getting to the point to where it's like, I don't even look for it. Like, oh, hey, who scored? Oh, the Bills. All right, they're about to kick off. Like, all right, I got time to go get something to drink because I ain't going to miss a return, right? And even if I do, I know those dogs are going to get down the field and make a tackle. We owned the Jacksonville Jaguars from the very first kick to the last whistle. And we love, as Bills fans, I know y'all feel me out there right now, we love it when Josh Allen is out of the game in the third quarter. He came in, he did his thing, killed it as usual, destroyed them, put them away, some would say by half, and then sat on the sidelines and cheered his team on. Probably on his phone, seeing what he's doing tonight. Absolutely embarrassing. If I was a Jags fan, if I was in the Jaguars front office, back office, water boy, towel boy, person that tapes ankles, and I was a part of this drumming tonight, I'd be embarrassed. Back to the drawing board, bro. 0-3. Do you know the stats of making it to the playoffs when you start 0-3? It ain't good. You guys are probably not going to the playoffs. And it's just like the Cowboys fans. You paid Dak Prescott $100 billion. Trash. He's playing terrible. Trevor Lawrence, night and day difference from last year. Night and day difference from 2 years ago. He looked like a JV quarterback. He looked like a rookie tonight, that he was just thrown into the fire. This looked like his first NFL start. And that's really sad, honestly. Like, I was coming into this game. I knew we were going to win. Don't get me wrong, Bills Mafia. I knew we were going to win. But I was expecting a better fight than what Jacksonville put out. It was almost pitiful, honestly, to be honest with you. It was borderline pitiful. Drop balls. I mean, they only started turning it on in the garbage time in the fourth quarter when our thirds and fourths were in. They finally breaking off some runs. You know, they finally completed some passes. But against our ones and their ones, trash. Buns. I mean, they're the buns that are about to go on sale because they're about to be stale. Like, they are trash. Okay? Starting this podcast, talking about the Bills, it couldn't have happened on a better night. I could have came on here, and the game could have went a totally different way. It could have been a shootout. Trevor Lawrence could have stepped up. He could have came out and been a man, throwing darts all over our defense. Highly unlikely, but I was expecting a shootout. I mean, what were the Bills favored by 6? Vegas probably over there like, man. Oh, I feel bad for whoever the Bills play next, man. They're probably going to come out being plus 14. I mean, I'm interested. I am interested. I already know that we're first place in the AFC. Let's see if they updated it yet. Buffalo Bills, first place in the AFC East. No surprise, we're 3-0. Points for. Okay. I'm going to start at the bottom of the list for the AFC East, okay, for points for and points against, right? How many touchdowns they've scored versus how many touchdowns or points have been scored against them, okay? I'm going to start in the last place team with the New England Patriots, right? New England Patriots record is 1-2. They have 39 points for, 57 points against. 39 points for, 57 points against, okay? Miami Dolphins record 1-2. 33 points for, 72 points against. Trash. You don't want your points against to be higher than your points for. Second place team, which in my opinion we'll show the Jets, who really owns the AFC East here in 2 weeks. The Jets are 2-1. They have 67 points for and 52 points against. Okay. So that's a net of about 15. Okay. So they've scored 67 points this year so far, and they've had 52 points scored on them. Not too bad, right? Your Buffalo Bills are 3-0 with 112 points for and 48 points against, with a net of 64. Crazy. What is that? 50 more points we've scored, almost 40-something points more than the Jets. And people like Peter Schrager and all these people, all these analysts everywhere who love to hate on the Bills, by the way. We love it. Keep talking about us, bro. Keep doubting us. We love to be the underdog. You know, when the Bills were touted to be the best team in the NFL, and they were, oh, they're going to destroy this. They're going to go to the playoffs. They're going to go to the Super Bowl. And we lost to Kansas City. I did not like being touted that high up. I love to be the underdog. And I know a lot of Bills fans that feel the same way. Doubt us. Doubt us the entire way. Mark us down as a first-round exit in the playoffs. Okay? So for them to have 112 points for with only 48 points against, dogs, all of them, with some would say a defense that in the beginning of the year, especially losing Matt Milano, with a defense that we brought out week 1 against Arizona and we went down 17-3, a little scared. Rightfully so. A lot of us were kind of scared. But Josh Allen went in at halftime and came back out and said, you know what? Watch this. We won the game. Week 2, Miami, touted as, oh, Miami about to do y'all dirty. Yeah. Dogs got the W, 2-0. Tonight, Jacksonville always plays us tough. The last time I think we beat Jacksonville was in 2018. They definitely beat us the last 2 years in a row. And I knew once the schedule came out this year and we had Jacksonville at home, I circled it. Revenge game. I knew we were going to win this game. Easy. Did I know we were going to beat them by 37 points? No, but it makes it feel better. Bills are in first place in the AFC East. All right, switching over to the conference. There is only 3 teams. Hold on. There is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5 teams in the entire NFL that are undefeated right now. Buffalo Bills currently sit at 3rd place in the conference behind the Steelers, Kansas City. So we're currently sitting in 3rd. So just to put this into perspective, the Bills have 112 points for, right? 2nd place Kansas City Chiefs only have 75, and Pittsburgh has 51. Pittsburgh going to come back down to earth real soon. You can't win games without scoring touchdowns. So look for them to fall off hard. It's going to come down between us and Kansas City again. And, in my opinion, this year it is first round bye or bust. We have to get that first round bye. For the NFL to change the rules and not give it to the 1st and 2nd place team when the Bills started getting good, trash. Straight up trash. The other undefeated teams in the NFC is Minnesota Vikings. Kind of surprising because of Sam Darnold, but good for him. And the Seattle Seahawks, which give it up to Seattle for absolutely pimp slapping the Miami Dolphins. Put them where they need to be. Again, ecstatic for how they played tonight. I'm going to keep this real short. It's almost past 8 o'clock here on the West Coast. Your boy has work tomorrow, like a responsible adult. But again, thanks for stopping by. Go Bills Mafia. This is just the beginning. Honestly, looking at the schedule, the only two teams that scared me when this schedule came out was the Niners, and look what's happened to the Niners right now with all the injuries, right? And the Chiefs. Besides those two games, I honestly, realistically, but barring anything crazy, I do not see another loss. If the Bills continue to play teams like they played tonight, I do not see another loss. So I'd be interested to know. With that being said, how many games are there now? There's 17? 17 games. Oh, Bills go 15-2, 14-3. Easy. I mean, if they play every team, like I said, it has to be how they played tonight. You got to keep that momentum rolling. You have to. These play calls from Joe Brady, miraculous. With all of the pre-snap motion. If you go back and watch the game, which I'm going to do sometime this week, keep an eye out on the pre-snap motion with the running backs and how almost on every pass play, one of them is leaking out as a safety valve, right? And you've seen how many dump offs did Josh Allen dump down to the running backs that went for 10, 12, 15 yards tonight. Honestly, I think the Bills tonight, let me look here. I think the Bills had almost 400 total yards of offense. They were about 10 yards shy. I think they finished with 390 yards of total offense to Jacksonville's 239. But 239, a lot of that came in garbage time. Turnovers, Bills won the turnover battle. Jacksonville had 2. Give it up to DeMar Hamlin. Honestly, savage. Came back in. I mean, how wholesome is that to come in and have a pick? Good for him. 2 turnovers for the Jacksonville, 0 for us. I'm still listening. Well, Josh Allen's a turnover machine, and all he does is throw interceptions. How many interceptions you got right now? 0. How many does Mahomes have? 5? 4 or 5? Like, Josh Allen is hands down the best quarterback in the league right now. Take away the Super Bowls for Mahomes, and we're looking at quarterbacks that are playing right now where they are in the season through week 3. Josh Allen is hands down in the MVP consideration. He should have won it last year, and I'm not even going to get into that because I'll be here for 3 hours. Jacksonville had 19 first downs to our 25. Time of possession was interesting to me. Buffalo had almost just shy of 32 minutes time of possession. Efficiency to Jacksonville's 28. So Jacksonville had the ball a good amount during the game. They just couldn't do anything. Drops, fumble, interception, punts, right? Every time the Bills got the ball tonight, touchdown. Moving the ball. This game reminded me of the Josh Allen playoff game against the New England Patriots. Some would say dubbed the perfect game. Yes, he overthrew James Cook, which that should have been a touchdown. Went right through his hands. But, hey, when you win by 37, it is what it is. You got to be happy. But, hey, that's my time. Appreciate you for stopping by and watching this. I know it's short, but, thanks for stopping by. Hit the subscribe, hit a like, drop a comment. I'll get to all the comments, I promise, tomorrow or the next day. Again, this is Cali Bills Talk. I know y'all have heard of CB4, but this is CBT. So I'm out. Go Bills.